Hi, everybody. Dorothy here, Professional Astrologer. You can find me on the web, nhastrologer.com. I'm on Patreon, Facebook, YouTube. Oh, here we are on YouTube, Instagram. You can find all of those links on my website right here. So today I want to talk about the week of April 27th to May 3rd. And my main focus in this forecast is going to be what's going on with Mercury and how we're going to use that energy of Mercury entering the sign of Taurus. But before he goes into Taurus, he's in the sign of Aries. And so on Monday, the 27th, I'm just looking at my ephemeris here, on Monday, the 27th, up until 3:53 p.m. Eastern Time, Mercury is at the final degree of Aries. And how that can present itself, or it's going to be a little bit different for many of us because it depends on where you are and how much stress you are under right now. Mercury at that final degree of Aries can be very dynamic, which means very argumentative, very fiery conversations with others. We also have until 1:28 p.m., again, all Eastern time zone, until 1:28 p.m., the moon will be in Gemini. Gemini is the ruler of, Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. So basically, we've got this little dynamic going on throughout Monday where we can be feeling emotional about things and we really have to get it out. So that can be argumentative and very stressful for some people. But another way that we can use this energy is we can use this, especially Monday morning, even in Sunday. I'm posting this before Sunday. So Monday the 27th, Sunday the 26th, we can use this energy to really accomplish a lot, whether you're somebody who's working on a writing project or trying to put materials together for something. We're in the new moon phase now, waxing lunar phase. So we have opportunities to work with things and accomplish things, especially when it comes to words and writing. That's why I wanted to focus on Mercury this week. So that's Monday, right? Then by the time we get to 3:53 p.m., and again, Eastern time, we have Mercury moving into the sign of Taurus. Now this will slow things down. So I'm going to go grab my notes so I can make sure I said everything I want to say. So while Mercury is in the sign of Taurus, this helps us to now value what is being told to us. And not that we don't value it already, because we do, but this helps us to truly value what's going on, truly value the information that we're receiving, okay? And we want to work with that. And that is very, very important. Let me see, I'm going to pop up a chart. So give me 1 second to get back to my share screen. Here it is. All righty. So here is that chart, the moment that Mercury enters the sign of Taurus. It's just right here. This is just what it looks like for my latitude and longitude in New Hampshire. And so again, Mercury is going to be in that sign for approximately a little over 3 weeks. And so it gives us this opportunity to feel really solid and really grounded. It wants us to or it inspires us to get back to very earthy things, kind of like Earth Day we just had. That's the Taurus energy. It wants us to get, and this is every year. It's not just this year while we're in such a dire situation at this point in time, but this is every single year. It's asking us to get outside. It's asking us to connect with nature and to connect with those things that are the old ways, very old, tried and true ways. And that speaks well right now to herbal remedies, to growing our own food, farming, clean living. It really speaks a lot to that. So getting your hands in the dirt and in the soil. I mean, I love that stuff. I have Taurus on my ascendant. So to me, the smell of I can't walk the ocean right now because all the beaches are closed. It's my solace. But if you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, I put a lot of nature pictures up because it's what grounds me. It's always been the thing that grounds me, and especially now, it's very, very helpful. And everybody has Taurus somewhere in their chart. So again, if we look at the chart, no matter Taurus is going to be somewhere in your wheel, in your chart. So that area of the chart is getting activated quite a bit. So we can use this energy. And I know I'm just still focusing on Monday when the Mercury enters Taurus, but there is that energy of getting very grounded after some very fiery time period, okay? So Moving on to the next aspect that I want to talk about, and that's on Tuesday, the 28th. And that's when Mercury is making its square aspect to Saturn in Aquarius. So Mercury in Taurus squares off with Saturn in Aquarius. And so here, this is an applying fixed square all of Monday and Tuesday, even Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 27th, 28th. We're feeling this energy. It's very stressful and we can feel it. It's uncomfortable. There is no wiggle room for anything. And so how can we use this? We can use it by engaging with the moon. All right. Here's Mercury square Saturn. I know there's a lot of lines here, but this is just what it looks like in the astrology. Don't glaze over, just listen to the words. So when we have these two things squaring off, fixed signs, it makes things difficult. Things will come to a head. One way, positive way we can use it is to surrender and let things go and just let everything be what it is and stop fighting against what is. That's one way. And the other way is to engage the moon in Cancer. So that means engage in what feels caring and nurturing for you. That is so important. Whatever is caring and nurturing for you. All right. So that's what that one is. All right. So all the way, we're going to feel these energies all of Monday, Tuesday, and even into Wednesday. All right. And that's that moon in Cancer. So we're able to really care for ourselves. The moon in Cancer will make its connections to Pluto and Saturn like it does monthly. Not in this image here, but on Wednesday, the moon will be in an opposition to all of the Capricorn planets. So that will give us an opportunity to feel a little more stable and to let go again of the things we don't have control of. And you think by now we would be able to do that, but this is, we're in just such interesting circumstances. It just makes things quite unique. And I want a placard to wear around my neck when I go out, says I have allergies. So don't freak out if I sneeze or cough near you. People are really paranoid right now. I know. That's just my own political statement. That's it. I just want a placard that says I have allergies. I could tape it on my face, right? That would be better. All right. Moving on. Let's see. I'm looking at my notes here too. So I'm going to move on to Thursday. And what do I have up for Thursday? Let's pull that chart. I believe this is Thursday. Yes, this is Thursday, April 30th. So this is in the middle of the night. It's 11:41 p.m. here here we are. And we have Mercury and Uranus are making their conjunction right here. It's just near midnight. So of course it's below the horizon here in New England. But when we have that, this is another ample opportunity for us to focus in on, first off, we're going to feel the energy building, right? As Mercury is coming towards Uranus. Those are always the applying aspects a few days beforehand. And as that happens, what we get to do with this is an opportunity to be very creative in our writing, if you're a writer, or just in the projects and the communication that is going on around you, and helps us to get out of our comfort zones a little bit so we're able to just break away from the old ways of doing things. Now, this is what we've been working on since it was approximately May 2018 when Uranus first entered the sign of Taurus. But now we're really getting amplified this time of year when we just have the sun and the new moon there and Mercury is there. So now Mercury conjunct Uranus once a year in the sign of Taurus is this opportunity for us to really infuse new things, new awarenesses, new understandings into what is normal and traditional for you, and hopefully moving beyond your comfort zone. So when all is said and done, there is an opportunity for growth, especially once we get back to, going to work and doing our regular routine. All right. Okay. Cool beans. Next, I haven't said that in a while. What's my next share? So here's the new share. And what I want to talk about now is what's going on over the weekend. So Saturday, May 2nd, let's get to that day. Here we are. Here's Saturday, May 2nd. Early in the morning, 1:35 in the morning. This is in the afternoon, so let's even change that. I just want you to see this. This is a great way to learn too. So 1:35 in the morning, almost. It's 1:36. Here is the moon entering the sign of Virgo. So that means all day Saturday and Sunday with the moon in the sign of Virgo. Virgo is the ruler of health and wellness, the personal health habits that you have. It's also our work and our jobs, co-workers. So it has everything to do with what everyday routine is about and how we stay healthy. Virgo is also an earth sign, so it's very grounded. So this speaks a lot to what's going on nationally, because there are a lot of states that are itching to open back up. That speaks to the Mercury squaring Saturn too. We need to start moving a little bit more than we are. But I'm not going to get into whatever. Who knows? There's always so much information. Will that be okay? Won't it be okay? I know it's an argument back and forth. I'm not here to argue. I'm just here to present the astrology. And Mercury in Virgo says we need to pay attention to our habits, our healthy habits, the new habits we've created recently. We need to still make sure we stay eating right, getting enough sleep, all of those things. Those are Virgo things, taking care of ourselves in our daily chores. And then it's also about, we're going to be feeling really itchy. This is the second time we've had the moon in Virgo for most people, since there's been the stay-at-home orders. And so we're really getting itchy to get back to work and what routine is. And so this weekend is going to be an interesting weekend. There'll be a lot of information shared through our public people, and use it in the best way that you can, because that moon in Virgo wants us all to pay attention to the details of what's going on around us. And so that's what we got going on there. So I'm going to leave you with that. Please comment, like, and share. I need a little bump here. I would love it. And if you need to know where any of these things are impacting you, you can come and see me here. And you can also come to Patreon, because onto my Patreon page, I have a lot to offer there, which is live interactions with me. And that might be something that is very inexpensive for you and useful for you as well, to get personal information. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Blessings. Namaste. I'll find it recording now. Stop it. I hope you're all well.